Hey guys, Aaron here. Today I'm going to review an ensemble cast film titled Movie 43. So, as always, I have my notes with me, so here we go. So, Movie 43 was released January 25th, 2013. Like I said, it's an ensemble thing, so a lot of people, so here we go. Directors are Stephen Brill, Peter Farrelly, Will Graham, Steve Carr, Griffin Dunne, James Duffy, Elizabeth Banks, Jonathan Van Tolkien, Patrick Forsberg, Brett Ratner, Rusty Cundife, James Gunn, Bob Odenkirk, Steve Baker, Damon Escott. Sorry if I got some of those names wrong. In the cast, starring Leslie Banks, Kristen Bell, Halle Berry, Leslie Bibb, Kate Bosworth, Gerard Butler, Josh Duhamel, Anna Faris, Richard Gere, Terrence Howard, Hugh Jackman, Johnny Knoxville, Justin Long, Christopher Mintz-Plasse, Chloe Grace Moretz, Liev Schreiber, Emma Stone, Jason Sudeikis, Uma Thurman, Naomi Watts, and Kate Winslet. So, like I said, ensemble thing. There's a bunch of people, bunch of stuff, bunch of names, a bunch of different stories going on. So basically, what this is about are these two teenagers and one, their younger brother who's probably 10, something like that. They have, there's this thing called Movie 43 out there on the internet, and it's supposed to be hard to find and illegal to watch and all this different stuff. Well, all of the different skits and different stories that I'm talking about, that's Movie 43. It's all compiled together, and that's what it is. So whenever we're watching the film, we're supposed to be watching what the kids are watching, hence Movie 43. So, so let's just dive right into it. Well, I'm not going to lie, I didn't really like it. I think movies like this, they're really hit or miss. Movies with ensemble casts, especially in this magnitude, are very hit and miss. And a lot of them tend to be rom-coms, which they're fine. What's the one? Love Actually is a good one from what I remember. It's pretty similar. It's a lot of people on one, and those films can be, like I said, they can be fine. It's just a matter of, trying to find the good in it, I guess you could say. But in this case, you'd think maybe that it would work out in a beneficial way because it's not the stories aren't really connected other than the fact they're in the movie 43. So you'd think that it could, with all that free range and whatever, it would maybe make for a better film, but I think it would actually make for like a better TV series or something like that. Not that they should make it, but I'm just saying I think it would maybe like a Twilight Zone thing. I think that's kind of what they were doing with the film, and it just didn't pan out that way. As far as the acting and stuff's all fine from everybody, from what I remember. It looks fine and everything like that. It's just very misguided and very, haphazardly put together. It's just, I don't know exactly. I don't know if they were more focused on trying to connect everything in a big story, or if they were just focused on the individual segments. Because if it was more just if it was just more focused on the individual segments, I guess they technically did their job right. But like I said, it's very just thrown together and just kind of, it's just not very, it's just not very good. I'm not gonna lie. But like I said, that's pretty much the idea of what it is. I do like to throw out. I so bad I didn't look his name up for specifically who he is in the film, but one of the teens that is trying to watch the film is none other than We're the Millers' very own Scotty P. So the little fun tidbit if you've seen that movie. I wrote down as I was watching. I'm like, I'm gonna write down the good ones, and I got 5, which I'm not. I know it's like seems like that's like quite a lot, but it's really not. But the 5 that I wrote down, one of them is Liev Schreiber and Naomi Watts. They have a homeschooled kid that they teach, and basically they want him to have the complete adult or a high school experience. So they bully him and they make him do excruciatingly long training things for gym and different things like that, and it's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie, that one was pretty good. The second one was Kieran Culkin and Emma Stone work at a grocery store, or at least Sorry. Kieran Culkin works at the grocery store. Emma Stone is his girlfriend. They're having a fight, and so they have the fight over the intercom. Like they're fighting, but he has the intercom button on the whole time. It's pretty funny. Number 3 is Batman and Robin. Robin's on a blind date. That's Jason Sudeikis as Batman, Justin Long as Robin, Kristen Bell as the Supergirl, I believe, and Leslie Bibb as Wonder Woman. It was just pretty funny. It was because Jason Sudeikis is giving Justin Long, he's got the earpiece in and he's giving him tips, like, hey, do this, but he's just, as Jason Sudeikis typically is in these types of films, he's just a man whore and a horrible person, and he's giving him pretty bad advice, which was funny. Number 4 was, it was an ad. It was just a really quick little thing, and it was pretty funny, that it was all of our electronic things like vending machines and ATMs, different things like that are filled with children that have to give us whatever it is. So when you put your card in for the ATM, they pull it out. They have to dish out the money, and so but the thing is that the reason it's a campaign thing is because when people get frustrated, they tend to hit the machines, and so it's like think of the little kids in there. That was pretty funny. Plus, it was short. It was only like a minute long. And really, the last one is that I could think of was Chloe Grace Moretz gets her period, and all of the men act completely immature. What's his name? Joe Swanson. I can't think of his name, but the guy that was Joe Swanson, he's the dad. And they just, the mom is like, "Oh, honey, it's okay." And she's freaking out. She never had a period before, according to the, skit, and she's freaking out and all that. And there's just blood. There's a trail of blood everywhere. And the son and I'm just, for lack of a better word, I'm calling Joe Swanson. The son and Joe Swanson are like freaking out the whole time, and the mom's trying to be endearing and all that. But so those are the highlights. Like I said, the rest of it's pretty just it's not very good. They just kind of threw stuff together, and it's just not good. I don't really recommend it. I honestly, the skits that I just talked about, it would be worth watching those, but I would just honestly look those up on YouTube. You don't need to sit through the whole film to watch it. So that's where it is. So movie 43, there you go. There's my thoughts on it. I would give it a 2 out of a 10, and I might be being pretty nice with the 2. It's hard to explain. I didn't finish watching it and go like, oh my god, that's the worst movie I've ever seen. But it was like, all right. I remember, like, at the very end, because they were doing the credits and everything, and as a lot of films do, especially comedies, they have, like, extra things in the credits and that. And as soon as they started showing up, I'm like, oh my god, really? Really? But there you go. Movie 43. That's my thoughts on it. Well, guys, like and subscribe. I'll see you next time with the next one. All right. Have a good one.